Hey guys, it's Margaret with Sassy Southern Shopper Mom. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today's video is a video about us being homeschool dropouts. So these are my top 3 reasons as to why we went back to public school and why we're not homeschooling this year. So I hope that you like this video. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my channel first. I post videos weekly on Wednesday ranging anything from coupons, hauls and deals, cooking, cleaning, homeschool, or anything I might encounter in my day-to-day life as a mom. If any of that interests you, please feel free to subscribe down below. And without further ado, here is my top three reasons as to why we're not homeschooling this year.
Number 3 reason as why we are no longer homeschooling this year is frustration and anger from my son. As you can see here, my son is reading his social studies, and usually at the beginning of our lessons or our homeschool day, he starts out really good, and he just kind of gets in there and starts reading it, and usually within a couple of moments or after the first lesson and we start the second lesson, he starts to kind of have a little bit of an attitude. He doesn't really want to read or stay focused and on track. Sometimes he'll bang his head against books, he'll slam books down, or just out of frustration and not wanting to do it or listen to me, he will even close the book and crawl under our kitchen table. So these are some things that we've kind of dealt with over the last year with homeschooling, and it's one of the reasons as why we're taking a break. The number 2 reason as to why we're not homeschooling this year is constant little distractions. Okay guys, and when I say little distractions, I kind of mean sibling distractions. I found that there was a lot of distraction between my children with each other when I would try and do homeschool. Even when I tried to do homeschool with my middle child, the other 2 would distract her. So it across the board was major distractions between the siblings when they were trying to get schoolwork done. Even if we were sitting down in the middle of something, if I stepped away for a moment, next thing I know, the other kids would just all be together and playing, which was fine, but not when we were in the middle of some work that needed to be completed. So that is our number 2 reason, is just overall too many distractions at home for homeschool this year. And my number 1 reason as to why we were not homeschooling this year is I needed a mental break.
Okay guys, and the top number 1 reason as to why we are not doing homeschool this year is because I needed a mental break. And it happens. We had a little one. A lot took place last school year. I had my youngest that February. I went back to work after that, and right around the same time I returned back to work, we ended up moving to a new house. I ended up with postpartum depression, and if you see me looking over to the side, I'm just trying to make sure my little one's not getting into stuff she's not supposed to be in. But it was just a lot of stuff mentally that happened over a very short time frame, and it was just a little too much having to homeschool, entertain a little one right here. And as you saw, my kids, they would run around. I had a hard time getting my son to focus. It was just a little too much overall altogether. So I just need a mental clarity for a year and let them go to public school for a year, and then we'll reevaluate to determine if we will continue with public school or whether we will go back to homeschool. Okay guys, so that is my top 3 reasons as why we are homeschool dropouts this year. I hope that this video was encouraging and inspiring to you in your day-to-day life, and if you are a homeschool mom and you're struggling, just know that you're not the only one out there. I do, on a regular basis, have constant pros and cons about sending my kids to public school, but those are things that we'll have to deal with for this school year. And then, like I said, we will reassess next year to find out if we are going to come back to homeschooling. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to hear some of our pros and cons about like public school versus homeschool. Leave a comment down below and let me know, and I will do some of those videos. And again, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.